Alright, much brew about nothing time. Playing some white-blue Charbelcher in Modern. And I think we can keep this, mostly because we have cycling lands. We also have Charbelcher, which is one of our primary combo pieces. So if we can find the Endless Horizons, we also have Mana Leak, which is, fine. Little dependent on the matchup. So, Irrigated Farmland, pass the turn. Opponent leads on Mountain. Vexing Devil. I think we gotta take the damage since we can't kill it. That's a big chunk of damage. Well, another Mana Leak is reasonable. Hopefully gain us a bit of life. So it looks like we're up against some sort of burn deck. Spark Elemental. Alright, I mean, I guess we'll counter. Gains us 3 life, essentially. And Goblin Guide. Well, was not really expecting Goblin Guide when we countered Spark Elemental. At least this gets the lands off the top of our deck, which is something. Opponent attacks. We get a land. Down to 14. Opponent doing the whole classic tapped out tank. Well, let's play our ramp. Play planes, pass the turn. Opponent plays the land. Swift Spear. Alright, I guess we Mana Leak. Not feeling great about where we're at, really. See what's on top of our deck, though. With Endless Horizons, there is a possibility we can just steal a game. We shouldn't draw many more lands. Opponent gets in. Journey to Nowhere on top. Well, that can get rid of the Goblin Guide. We're down to 11, though. Opponent. Shard Volley is okay. Down to 8. And passes. Well, Journey to Nowhere. Get rid of Goblin Guide. Play Prairie Stream. Pass the turn. Leave up the ability to cycle. So if we have any slight chance of winning, we gotta draw Endless Horizons, and we gotta draw it pretty soon. Skullcrack, down to 5. Opponent's down to 1 card in hand. Well, cycle Farmland. Secure the Waste. Oh, there's Horizons! 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I mean, we have a plan. We play the Plains. We play Endless Horizons. I mean, the question is, are we dead this turn? We actually have the win next turn. So, Endless Horizons. We got to make sure we get every land out of our deck. Alright, so there goes all our lands. Now we pass the turn. We can secure X1 to block a Goblin Guide. Next turn, land into our hand. Belcher, activate, 30 damage. 30-ish. Lava Spike to 5. Are we dead? Oh! Not dead? Not dead. Alright. Yes. Endless Horizons. Doesn't matter. We'll take a Plains. Yes, please. Play the Plains. Oh my goodness, it's working. Play Charbelcher. Oh, we are so lucky. We drew it. We drew it. I mean, I will say, while this build, I don't know if this build is correct. It is pretty sweet to be able to play a blue-white Prison-y enchantment deck and be able to just win the game out of nowhere. Because one of the struggles with this type of deck is it usually takes forever to close out games, gives the opponent tons of turns to draw into something relevant and answer whatnot. So being able to just kill our opponent all in 1 turn, or over 2 turns with Charbelcher is pretty sweet. So, Charbelcher, target you. Reveal everything. Sure, any order. And that does it. Whew, just in time. Do we have anything that's even slightly good against burn? Answer no. The sideboard is spicy. Spicy, but not sure about effective. We don't really have any life gain. We don't have ley lines. I think this is... It feels like there might be some budget considerations in this deck, but I can't say for sure. The sideboard is either just very odd and in a really interesting meta, or it's budget, I think. One of the advantages of being white is you get so many awesome sideboard cards in Modern, and we have essentially none of them. Okay. So, I don't think we want Luminarch Ascension. We can bring in Delay, I guess, to slow down a burn spell a couple turns. Spreading Seas does not seem very good. Monastery Siege makes our opponent's burn spells more expensive. We're really stretching. We'll go down the Spreading Seas for Manatize, I guess. I mean, yeah. Let's give it a shot. Let's try it like that. Okay. Well, Ghostly Prison can be almost good, depending on our opponent's draw. There's a mountain for our opponent and a Goblin Guide. Well, Ghostly Prison's good against that. What do we got on the top of our deck? Okay, Endless Horizons, combo piece number 1. So play a Plains, pass the turn. There's the Spark Elemental. This Ghostly Prison's going to be a smidge slow. So we're down to 13. Jeez, Charbelcher on top. Well, maybe we can just combo? I think it's too many turns away. So we're down to 13. Spark Elemental goes away. We play the Plains, play a Signet, and pass the turn. So we need 1 turn to play Endless Horizons, another turn to play Charbelcher, and a 3rd turn to activate Charbelcher. That's a lot of turns. Bolts us down to 10. Goblin Guide reveals another Endless Horizons. Opponent eventually passes. Living life in the slow lane. Let's just... Do we D-Sphere? So if we Endless Horizons... Yeah, I think we just Ghostly Prison. If our opponent draws a land and wants to attack with Goblin Guide, that takes their entire turn for 2 damage. So I think this is better than Detention Sphering. Feeling like our combo is going to be pretty slow, though. And pass the turn. There's a Bolt. Down to 5. Rift Bolt. Suspended. Yeah, we are definitely dead next turn. Definitely a dangerous game to play bad sideboard cards. However, not outside the realm of possibility somehow that our opponent manages to time out playing MonoRed Burn. Which is as absurd as it sounds. We'll play Endless Horizons. Get the lands out of our deck, but we don't have anything to draw into, so there's no way we can actually win. We won't scoop, though. We'll stick it out. But, yeah. Because we dropped to 2. Actually, we're just literally dead. You know what? I'm going to scoop. Because Rift Bolt's 2, Goblin Guide's 2. We could have Detention Sphered, but we're dead. There's no coming back from... We don't have any relevant cards in our deck. That's what I'm trying to say. No cards that do things that matter. Oh, this sideboard. I mean, the sideboard's fine if, well, reasonable. If it's a budget thing. Alright, well, you get to play first. And, yikes. We get to mulligan. This hand is unbelievably horrible. So, guess we're going to 5. And this hand is sort of a magic card hand. We get to keep a land on top, play the land. So what does this hand do? So we can kind of stop creatures, maybe, if we can ramp into our Sphere of Safety. But I think we just gotta hope we luck into combo pieces. Vexing Devil. Well, we're not gonna take the damage, because we can just Journey to Nowhere it and stay at 20. So play the Plains, get rid of the Vexing Devil. And pass the turn. So, yeah, I mean, we are just hoping we, like, top deck Endless Horizons in the next couple turns. And then top deck Charbelcher. Otherwise, what's good? Is anything good? Here comes Swift Spear. Well, our Sphere of Safety could be pretty good if we get it down. Opponent does not have much mana, so it's going to really lock creatures, although... We still will die... Oh, there's Endless Horizons. We still will die to burn spells eventually. So play our Mana Rock, play the land. So next turn, we draw land, we Sphere. If we don't draw land, we just Endless Horizons, get all the lands out of our deck, so we hopefully draw action. Alright, there's a Bolt, pumps the Swift Spear. I really wish we had some sort of life gain. Timely, Blessed Alliance, or Ley Lines to stop spells, but we seem very weak to spell-based decks, which is a concern. Also for combo-based decks, I don't know how we ever beat combo decks with this setup exactly. It seems very focused on beating creature-heavy decks. So, down to 14. We draw a Mana Leak, so we're just going to Endless Horizons, get our lands, hope we don't drop too far next turn. We're still quite a ways away from actually activating Charbelcher if we draw it. We don't have that much mana. So get all of our planes with the slow and tedious clicking process. We missed one. Oh, Moto. There needs to be an easier way of doing this, Moto. Still missing one. This one? Oh my god, Moto. That one? Oh, we found it! We found them! We found the missing click. Alright, so get all of our lands. Pass the turn. It does tell you over here if there's no more to search for, but it doesn't tell you where the missing one is. You just got to try to search through all that glowiness and hope you click the right one. Well, come on, Charbelcher. Creatures get locked next turn. We have Mana Leak to stop a burn spell. We get a land every turn, and at some point that's going to be the rest of our irrigated farmlands for cycling purpose. So maybe there's a chance. There's Bolt. Alright, so drop to 11, drop to 9. Okay. Hit by the Swift Spear. Down to 9. Well, dig out a land. We'll just grab a Plains for now. Delay is actually not a horrible draw. That's another buy us a bit of time type spell. So creatures no longer a concern. 2 counters to stop burn spells. It's hard to imagine with no lands in our deck that our opponent's ever going to get out from under the sphere with 1 land right now. Because by the time they make enough land drops to maybe attack, we're going to be able to hopefully have more enchantments. There's land number 2. It'd be sweet if our opponent was just a... oh, goodness. Alright, smash to smithereens. So down to 6. That's annoying, but not really deadly. We could also keep drawing counters. So grab a land. Yep. We will take a Prairie Stream. Play Prairie Stream. Mana Tithe is sneakily good when an opponent only has 2 lands. That might actually be able to hard counter something. I feel a little better now that we've drawn 3 counters in a row. Even though they are... Jeez, the jankiest counters you could imagine in Modern. A Delay, a Mana Leak, and a Mana Tithe. Lava Spike. I think we Mana Leak that. Suspends a Rift Bolt. Yep. Another Swift Spear. Yeah, we will let that go. So we get a land. We'll just take Prairie Stream. Play Prairie Stream, play the Ghostly Prison to make doubly sure Swift Spears are not an issue. And now we actually have the mana. So we need... Oh, man. We just need to draw a Belcher. Here comes Rift Bolt. I think we delay Rift Bolt. So, well, now we have a time frame. 3 turns, we're almost certainly dead. Mana Tithe value diminishing, as our opponent has drawn several lands in a row. We could still just be actually dead here. 6 is not a high life total, and we can't gain life. No attacks. Well, not dead yet. Come on, deck. I think we have to take Prairie Stream, because if we top deck Charbelcher, we can win this turn. Play the Prairie Stream, pass the turn. Not going to play our Mana Rock because it turns on Smash to Smithereens, which could be one of the 2 cards in our opponent's hand. Rift Bolt ticking down. Next turn, we'll start taking irrigated farmlands. Opponent has Shard Volley. Yep. Down to 3. And passes. Alright, so we're going to take our cycling lands now. Come on, Charbelcher. We win if we draw it. Oh my goodness, we drew it! We drew it. Oh my goodness. One turn before... Oh. Watch it get Shattering Speed right here, and we lose at 3. No, and not that way. Charbelcher? Oh, we got there. They did not have it. What was in their hand? Oh my goodness. Holy wow. I can't believe we actually got there. Goodness. Well, sweet. Our opponent was playing a MonoRed Burn deck, and that seems like a really hard matchup, but we managed to get just lucky enough or something to pull off the win, so we will definitely take it. Thanks for watching the video. If you're subscribed, make sure to hit that bell icon to get notifications for all the latest videos. It's a great way to support the channel for free, and you can find the next video right here.